Hello friends and welcome back to the channel for the midpoint of Season 48, the season that feels like it's just never going to end. We have a matchup today against XK9 who find themselves down in Platinum 1 with us. Team today, Void returning to war along with Stryfe. Don't see much of him despite him being a pretty powerful tactic attacker, and Nimrod rounding off the team. Going to start off today on Path 7. In Section 1 we have a Kingpin here on Node 7. Going to go in here with Stryfe. So a couple things to take note of here. We want to try and build up as much prowess early on as possible in order to kind of keep a handle on these indestructibles from the defense tactic here. So we really need him to back off as much as possible. And anytime he does back off, we're going to take that opportunity to hit into his block as many as 4 times just to build up those prowess here. Now, again, with the prowesses, we have the ability to shut off his ability to purify, which means his combat power rate is going to be increasing steadily throughout the fight. Every time we knock him down, we're going to be applying debuffs to him that he will be unable to shrug off as well. If we do happen to trigger the damage reflection, our mediums and our heavies will not trigger the actual damage back, which will be nice here. We can also increase our telepathic charges there using the special 1. And that way, if we happen to push him to the special 2 and he goes unstoppable, we can remove it and passively stun him by hitting into him or his block. So, played this fight pretty well so far. I think I actually make it through without taking any damage at all here. So we built up enough of everything to the point here where an SP2 is going to finish the fight here. So go ahead and do that. So was actually most concerned about this fight, but that went pretty much as well as you can expect. Alright, next up we have an Absorbing Man on Node 16 here. Going to go in here with Void, who is a good counter for Carl in general. Just counters a lot of the stuff that Absorbing Man tries to do. And, Absorbing Man has that really hefty regen. And on any node where you can safely reverse it, Void is a great option here. So, also enjoy pushing Carl to his special 2 with Void because you are immune to the incinerates. And, taking blocked hits in the Magma form is much safer with Void than taking blocked hits with Uru form, because you can avoid all of that extra burst damage here. Heavy countering him when I can in order to remove his form. Probably shouldn't be doing that, but we don't have the Petrifies up yet, so I really wanted to minimize the amount of healing until we had guaranteed heal reversal in play. At this point we do. I heavy counter there anyways, but the cooldown for the knocking him out of the form hasn't expired yet. Gonna go ahead and Striker into the special 1 here, and we've timed that really well, so Fear the Void triggered, which means we had a guaranteed debuff placement there rather than wasting that special 1. And at this point the fight is very much over and in our favor here, so getting lots of willpower reversal here, and one more combo, nice 13k crit to finish things off. Alright, last fight of the war. This is a very short war for me. We have a Domino here up on the Node 37 mini. And normally I don't care for taking a rank 5 against a rank 3 7-star, but I haven't played with Nimrod in so long that it's easy to forget just how broken powerful he is against mutant champs, because this does not feel like a rank 5 against a rank 3. This feels like a very evenly matched fight. Absolutely nothing going on in the nodes here with Drip Feed. Resistance is futile also. I questioned whether or not Resistance is futile would trigger against AAR immunity, and we determined that if it does trigger, it would only trigger once at the start of the fight, but I don't even think it triggered then. So, saw she evaded my special 2 a moment ago, but it was unblockable, so I really felt it was safe to go ahead and launch it anyways, because she wasn't going to evade all of the hits. And then just to keep a lid on the regen here, we're trying to stay in Blitz form as much as possible, so as soon as she gets those regen buffs from personal space, we can remove them and turn them into shocks, and that's going to help feed our protocol charges and everything as well, and just generally feed into Nimrod's optimal loop here. So finish that off with a nice heavy crit, and that is my war. Unfortunately, we did not come away with the win. A short war for me, 3 kills, 0 deaths, but our record at the midway point of Season 48 stands at 2-4. This means that top 10 pretty much off the table, which means any chance at that 7-star Scarlet Witch is gone. We would have to go 5-1, I think, in our final in the final half of the season, rather, in order to get that. And given our performances thus far, that seems like it's probably not going to happen. So not really sure what the plan is going forward for the season, if we're going to continue to try and push for a Masters finish, or if we're just going to punt and hoard our stashes and try and come back stronger next season. Either way, we'll see what happens. So if you enjoyed this, let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again next time.